Dun, 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 dun. That's right. After 8 hours, brought to you by JackJack1620.
Hello.
Question mark?
Yes.
And JayTI7N. That's right. It's a brand new year.
It is indeed.
What year is it?
The year of the Ponytas, the fire horses.
We got horses, we got Mudsdales, Ponytas, we got well, you guys probably haven't seen them, but the
legendaries? The mythicals?
The ones with Calrix rides the horse.
The ice horse.
Spectrier and
Spectre and
it's like Spectrier's the ghost horse.
Yeah, there's an ice horse.
There's an ice horse.
And then we also have who else? Zebstrika would technically be a horse.
True.
Because they're zebras.
Horse adjacent.
Yeah, horse. I like horse adjacent.
Did you see Zootopia 2?
No. I've heard lots of things about it, but I have not seen it.
I love Zootopia. Zootopia 2 was great.
Yeah.
There's a joke in there. It's two zebra cops. They're the Zebros, quote unquote.
Dope.
If you pay closer attention, one of the Zebros isn't a zebra. He's a horse painted as a zebra.
Amazing.
I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's 2026, Year of the Horse. It's I am a horse.
Are you?
From 1990. Yeah. That is,
oh my God.
Correct. So it is technically one of my years, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. That's pretty cool. Do I like horses? I'm kind of like on. I don't care about horses.
50-50.
Horses or whatever.
I like to appreciate them from afar.
Now we do have a fire horse in Pokemon already, so I'm assuming the fire starter will not be a fire horse.
Correct.
Because allegedly Gen 10 might be announced this year. There's a lot going on in the realm of Pokemon.
Yes.
It will be the 30th anniversary,
which is crazy,
of Pokemon releasing, which also means Remy is 30 this year.
Well, it's that like I do laugh that Pokemon is probably older than some of the players that play.
Oh, for sure.
Which shows for some of those players, but that doesn't. It's all good. I'm glad we can enjoy the spirit of Pokemon again. Getting back to the actual roots of it, which is just collecting them all. Having a good time.
Gotta catch them all.
Definitely want to do more of that.
Pokemon.
Especially once they announce like the whole Go Fest being in Chicago this year.
I'm pretty excited about that. I'm glad it wasn't New York for the 4th year in a row or whatever.
Yeah, because they even said where the tour was, right? It's in LA.
Yeah, so the tour will be in LA again.
Yeah, that's okay. They're more established from what I've heard.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have that consistency.
Won't be on fire this year. They were just underwater at the end of the year. So beginning of last year they were on fire, and then the end of the year there was a lot of flooding.
My God,
in Southern California. So they've been through it.
They've been going through the literal motion.
But anyway, LA should have Go Tour. What is this? Unova?
It should because we just had Unova.
Unova? Okay.
I thought we just had Unova.
So then Kalos. Gen 6.
I would think so.
The XY, and actually that makes a lot of sense. And the
Legends, we just had Unova go
and Legends ZA era. So that's Gen 6.
Yeah.
So the French Pokedex, pretty cool.
That means next year is Hawaii.
Which they should just do it in Hawaii.
Yes, like that's the one I'm like save money.
I understand that might be cost prohibitive for some people. However, Hawaii is an interesting take because it's like, unfortunately, the number one industry there is tourism.
Yeah.
So it's like they need tourists to go there to support their businesses. But anyway, point is.
See, that's why I think it'd be awesome if they could do it. Like, I know it might not be the ideal situation. I just always think every college is similar to like CU Boulder and its vastness and its beauty. But like if the university was like, hey, no one's here, come here and we can have you better set up because it is a campus made for people traversing between places, and do something there where we could be out of the way but not in the high dollar areas, and there'd be parking and all that stuff, assuming it has like a similar layout. But I've never obviously been to Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean they got a killer convention center area.
Okay.
They do host a lot of events there.
Yeah.
But to your point, University of Hawaii, they have a football team, they have a stadium, they have a beautiful campus. And this is all just on Oahu, kind of the main island where Honolulu is located. Waikiki Beach. Now, please don't do anything on Waikiki Beach, but like it's just like that's where the peak tourism is. There's a ton. Yeah, it's very crowded.
I don't want to be where all the people are. My aerial moment is
I want to be where the people aren't. So
basically,
ultimately, anyway. That would be great, but that would be for 27. 26, We're doing Go Tour Kalos in LA.
LA.
And that'll be pretty interesting. I mean, I love the Kalos decks. We just had a toe dipped back into it with Legends ZA, which I spent a little too much time on recently.
I have not spent enough.
I'm at 130 hours, I think, into it, which isn't as much as some other people, but
maybe 20.
Yeah, I beat the game. Finished the Pokedex.
Hell yeah.
Then got the DLC.
Okay, how's that?
It's grindy. That's what I'd say. But
Fair.
It's been fun. I
Good
love.
one word.
I feel like I'm a Pokemon apologist and an optimist in that I love all the new megas. I know some of them can leave something to be desired, but it is what it is. I think it's fun. I like to poke fun at Israel, George's brother, because he hates a lot of the new megas, and
he just has a lot of hate though.
I mean, he does, and I'm like, you don't have to carry that energy. 2026, we don't need that energy.
Let it go.
I love Mega Dragonite. If you've seen Shiny Mega Dragonite.
Isn't it blue?
I can't wait for It's like that Dragonair blue.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it to be in Pokemon Go. But anyway, I love all the new megas. Even the DLC added 22 new megas. So new megas. And so there's a lot of cool things happening there, and there's still opportunities to add even more. I've been loving the game. It's got that gameplay loop to bring you back in, like to keep you playing it. And so it's like it's not very expansive in that sense.
Okay.
The city itself, like you learn all the areas, you learn the
basic
zones,
mechanics
and that's what you play through. It's not like you're going to be able to unlock the rest of Kalos, which would be nice. Maybe if they do a future DLC for it, who knows? But yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Again, finished the decks, finished the story. The characters are great. I love all the characters in it. So that's been fun. So the Kalos decks is, it's recent for me, and I've been really enjoying it. So I'm pretty excited for that. But they also announced the GoFest locations for this year, which is pretty cool. You just touched on it earlier. GoFest for our region, the NA region, Western,
the Americas.
The Americas will be in Chicago, Grant Park.
Heck yes.
Which we went.
Yeah, many moons ago. Wasn't it like 2017? 2018,
I think?
Something like that.
Or maybe
just all that smoke with Joel and everyone else. It wasn't 2019. I don't think so.
It was, but it's been a few years.
It's been quite some time.
So, anyway, Chicago, we had a great time when we went last time.
Like we had that. We were one of the first to get the cool weather day thing.
Yeah, because the actually playing that day was not great for us.
No,
I was getting throated by umbrellas.
Yes, and again, that is a comment I will always remember because I watched you get checked so many times. You need to be mindful of your environment. Like the game notifies you, like look up from your phone from time to time.
For sure.
It's not that hard, and I think it's just basic courtesy for playing in public anywhere.
So, but yeah, it'll be early June, so Friday, June 5th through Sunday, June 7th. At Grant Park in Chicago will be the America's kind of Western Hemisphere Pogo or GoFest Live. Ticketed citywide gameplay will begin on Thursday the 4th, which is cool. Because there's one other thing that if you guys don't know yet,
if anything, I'd say do your research to see what other events are happening there.
Okay.
Just because if you don't care about anything outside of Go, okay, but with it, like there is a dinosaur museum thing that's going to be there. Again, do your research. I don't want to go into it because I also don't want everyone flooding it. There will be like special release Pokemon there, but it's just like your typical like Aerodactyl and I think a few others. But yeah, do your research because again, most people will be there for Go. If you do care about museums or dinosaurs, then you'll do your research because I think it's just better to do your research and find some of those images because then it might be more up your alley. But anyone who's just more of the want to be there for the social scenes, just stick with the Go Fest. I think would be better.
Absolutely. I was gonna say just in general, like Chicago as a city.
Oh, it's badass.
It's underrated. Well, I mean, it's overrated. I don't know. People love Chicago, but like just to visit in terms of things like museums, food's great there.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good time with their public transit. And then there's a lot of beautiful architecture there for me, like architecture history buff. That's a lot of where modern and post-century mid-century modern designs come out of. You got Mies van der Rohe and all those types of architects. They cut their teeth in Chicago. So there's a lot of beautiful things there. One of the coolest McDonald's ever is there. It was designed by Mies van der Rohe, which is amazing to me. But anyway, if you don't want to do Go Fest in Chicago, but you do want to do a live Go Fest and you're lucky enough and you're going to Japan, that one's going to be in Tokyo at the Bay Area, which is cool. That's at the end of May 29th through June 1st, so that'll be the weekend before, with the ticketed citywide gameplay beginning on that Monday. So that's crazy. Monday.
Right. Weird.
But part of that is because if you haven't had the luxury of going to Japan to play Pokemon Go, or just go to Japan in general, it's a wonderful place to play Pokemon Go. And so, like, if you can do that, cool.
If you can, but also just know, like, make sure you have your portable battery packs and your portable Wi-Fi. I know some services do just work seamlessly over there. Others do not. So make sure if you're traveling anywhere internationally that you research how you play there, like how to use your mobile devices and things. Mm-hmm. And there's also a lot of, like, surprisingly not busy zones in Japan, depending on, like, where you are.
There's some quiet places, yeah.
Yeah, like, even when we got our Airbnbs in Tokyo, like, there was still, I had to walk to Poke Stops. Like, I thought the whole town would be littered from, like, street corner to street corner. It was not that. So be mindful. I remember we ended up going to, like, the Sky Tree, because that's where we were there for the Grubbin Community Day.
That's where Rayquaza is.
Yeah, where Rayquaza is. It was dope. I think we even got 100% there, perfect, while we were there visiting. And it was just nice because we were eating sushi and it was just so plentiful. Hopefully they got more stops and everything there. But again, wherever you're playing, just, again, be mindful of the environment and prepare.
For sure. The other Go Fest thing, just real quick, because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
The European one will be in Copenhagen, in Feldparken. Pretty cool. So, if you happen to be in Europe around that time, June 12th through June 14th, we were potentially thinking about a European trip to go see an F1 race.
That sounds like you figured.
To go do Critical Role Live.
Ooh.
And then Pokemon Go. That'd be kind of funny to do all that. But I don't make that kind of money, so I'm not going to try to go to...
What about your OnlyFans? I could have sworn.
Dude, we can't talk about my OnlyFans.
Aww.
I'm in the middle of tax evasion right now for OnlyFans. But ultimately, Go Fest Chicago, pretty exciting. I think that's one that we want to try to go to.
Definitely.
Just for our group. For anybody, Aurora Masters, that's interested, reach out.
Yeah. Again, and it's super cool. Like, plan other stuff while you're there. I know, like, we traveled pretty light. If you could get your room now, get your room now, because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, usually a couple months out is the best time.
Yeah, it's going to book up quick. I think last time we were like 15, 20 minutes north of the park. Mm-hmm. Still wasn't bad, but just also prepare for weather. Like, have your umbrella. Maybe during this time, practice walking with an umbrella and holding your phone. For some people, it was quite the chore to watch. Have shoes that can handle mud and rain. I remember having to throw my pair away because they were the nice breathable kinds of New Balances. Yeah. They did the work, but they were toast after that. But yeah, just again, be prepared. I think that was back in the day when you had to have your clear backpacks. And I remember my backpack, because of just my natural body heat, turned into like a sauna.
Yeah, just all steamy. Inside.
Yeah, it was super steamy because my back was just like a furnace. But it was still really fun. And again, be mindful also the shiny rates and everything. Me personally, they had a whole trade center area. I personally want to bother with that. They had all the little tents where you could go and meet up with people and do like the free raffles. Again, if you are just there for freebies, that's your spot. If you want to go and walk around and play, definitely recommend that. I remember they're trying to do like tournament battles. Again, whatever your priorities are, just make sure you kind of understand the layout before you go and then plan accordingly.
For sure.
But yeah, I am looking forward to all that. But before we jump into all the stuff of 2026 and the new year, I want to do like a quick recap of 2025.
Okay.
Just some of the highlights. I went through all the events because, you know me, I like doing calculations and things because I just have like...
One thing I will say is like I definitely appreciate you staying up to date and like keeping almost like a journal of everything.
I try.
Because I'm not. Carla journals all the time, and I'm like, she's gonna remember all this, and then like in kind of a darker way, I was like, if she happens to pass before I do, which I don't think is gonna happen, and I read through all these journals, I'm not gonna be able to hold it together. So
because there's so many thoughts and feels. And
yeah, she journals every day, so it's like,
oh dang,
and she writes down like a whole
used to be
bunch
good
of
that
stuff.
way.
And it's a good way to keep track of stuff. I'm trying this year. One of my, I don't call it. I'm still like at war with the term resolution.
We call it a hit list.
Yeah,
or maybe a fun and whimsies.
The one thing I've been trying to do, which I started at the end of last year anyway, was, which is weird to say, was just trying to have better recording of things, being a little bit more tactile with my things. So I've been writing things down a lot more.
I think that's smart.
D&D, for instance, we still play.
Which is
and
impressive.
Instead of we do play digitally every now and then, but we also use like D&D Beyond, which is there's an app. It's online.
Yeah.
I went back to, I created another physical character sheet, and I have spell cards, and I'm physically tracking, writing down notes of our campaign and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's shown to help with your memory, like physically doing the action.
Yeah, because I'm having memory issues. So
you're too young.
And I'm working on studying for my AREs.
Oh God,
which is our professional architecture license exams, if you guys didn't know.
Ooh-wee.
And there's 6 of them. So, but that being the case, I was going to say, I just appreciate you being able to keep track of all that. Because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, that happened this year, right? And you're like, well.
Right. Well, and see, that's where, like, that is also one of my goals, is to be a little bit more mindful, jot down thoughts as I have them. I used to be really good about it when I was a kid. Like, I remember watching Doug on Nickelodeon and being like, that's cool. And I found like my old journals from that time.
Nice.
Reading them is fucking hilarious. It was so fun in elementary school and middle school. High school had some silly dramas and stuff like cyberbullying before it was cyberbullying.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of reliving that and being like, yeah, Jack was not, I was going through crap, but also academically it was one of my best times. Yeah, just little things, but nowadays it's just with so much happening in the world, I think it is good to note your perspectives and how they change, evolve, or maybe are reinforced.
Sure.
But with Pokemon, it is interesting to see how things have changed. So, like, I think the last time I did this seriously was back in 2022.
Okay.
Guess how many events they had back in 2022?
22, I'm going to guess an average of 1.5 a month. So I'll say 18.
Wow. 43 total. So, and that was in 2022. This year they had, and this isn't including community days, mind
right?
you.
This is just like,
this is just global events.
Okay.
So this is not including community days,
Which is a global event.
Which
Anyway,
is
sorry.
well, like, yeah,
I understand what you're saying.
global
Sorry.
events outside of community days, because we expect those to be 12.
But stuff like Adventure Week and the water event.
And again, it doesn't include the seasons. This is just, again,
This is just like
just events that take
by the way,
place.
there's this event. Okay.
This year for 2025, or last year for 2025, they had 61. And again, it just seems to keep increasing. So the average duration of them is about 5 days or 5.5 days.
Okay.
One of the longest we had was about 9 days. There were basically almost a full year that there was events. Like, there wasn't many lulls between them.
Correct.
Especially the ones that go for extended periods of time. A third of them had a new shiny. So it's just kind of something to keep in mind. Like, if people are ever worried about shinies, about 1 in every 3 events, there's probably a new shiny.
So we had like 20 new shinies from just those events?
Yeah.
Okay.
For new legendaries, 5%. And it makes sense because we haven't really seen, there's not many gens coming out with like abundance of new
right, because they've already introduced some of them before, like the bulk of that gen. So like Zacian and Zamazenta.
Yeah, we've seen them. Those girls have been here. They'll be back again, which is cool. Same with like, we're having the Kyurem raid day on the 10th of January. We've already seen them.
Yeah.
But for folks that might have missed that time, it's a great makeup time.
For sure.
New mythicals, 2%. So again, makes sense because they're even rarer than legendaries. Max and Mega Pokemon, 11% of all the year. New Pokemon made up about 60% of our events, like there was at least a new Pokemon, which is nice.
Okay.
So shinies and spawns, they're usually pretty good. Like the Pokemon that have the potential to be shiny is about 88%.
So most events feature shiny.
Yeah, or the Pokemon just around have the ability to be shiny.
Okay.
New apparel, if you care, 22%. New costumes or backgrounds, 25%, so a quarter of them.
Higher than I expected.
Stardust, ability to get extra Stardust, 18. So between 18 and 25% for Stardust XP. Lure time is 16%. The ones I'd like to see bumped up a lot, just because we don't see them often, is like incenses, lucky eggs. Those who care about rocket encounters, those are always under 10%. So I'd like to see those boosted up. We definitely had an increase in the amount of field researches related to events.
Yeah.
Like almost like 80%. So they want you doing missions.
For sure.
Which helps. Like it helps
makes sense. Like engage with the event and get more stuff. It makes sense.
The one we haven't seen in quite some time, even since 2022, is the guaranteed luckies.
Okay.
Now I understand, and I feel there's been some misconception with some of the stuff on social media where they're like, you get your guaranteed 35 or 45 Pokemon now, I believe, is like the max if you're using stuff, if you're trading Pokemon before 2022.
Oh, wow.
I think. So if you have some of the OG players that have older Pokemon, it's your first 35, now increased to 45 Pokemon will be lucky. But again, that's a guarantee only if you don't have that many lucky Pokemon. If you don't already
have 45 luckies.
Yes. So people that were optimizing the recent season of trading Pokemon on those Sundays, you're probably out of that category because you probably have, if you search lucky in your search bar, if that number says over 45, then from there, if you have a Pokemon or someone trading a Pokemon from 2016 to 2022, you just have an increased chance of luckies.
But can you gamify the system?
Like deleting Pokemon to try to get down there?
No, that'd be kind of funny. No, in that, like, okay, so I know there's a new event. There's a Go Tour is coming, and maybe there's a few Pokemon that I definitely want on my lucky decks from there. Okay. So I create a new account. Allegedly. I have a baby.
No, don't. Can't do that.
I got rid of my old account, and I have a baby.
You lost your password and had to start a new one.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, just like my... Never mind, it hurts too much. I was going to say just like my Bitcoin in locker. No. Anyway, no. So I have a baby account.
Okay.
Catch all these new Pokemon. That one doesn't have 45 luckies on it.
Yes.
And I trade with your account.
Yes.
Because you still have some of the old Pokemon. And I don't care what Pokemon I get on the baby account. I'm just trying to get the maybe...
By that scenario, yes, you should be able to get it.
Interesting.
So that's where, again, some folks that are coming back to the game, it might be advantageous for you. Granted, you're going to get whatever older Pokemon they're trading you. But again, if you just want something, it's nice. Like, I actually met a couple Fridays ago. We met up and they wanted some help with understanding the game. And we were showing out heroes for like 2 hours.
Nice.
And I was just kind of going through like what's important to you. And again, if you're wanting to take Pokemon Go more seriously, the big question to kind of ask yourself is like, what are you trying to collect? What are you wanting?
For sure.
For me, I always recommend getting like your bag space for your Pokemon specifically.
Well, especially if I have 61 events.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. And there's just like so many of them.
When they boosted the level in our item bag.
Exactly. And they got flooded. The great item flood of 2025.
Yeah.
But like, again, there's a lot of cool stuff. And like some of the events I enjoyed, for example, like one of my favorites this year was the Crown Clash.
Yeah.
Because I really love the costume of Nidoking with the crowns.
It's cool.
The Nidos, I should say. The Royals. I thought that was amazing. I really enjoyed the Yamper event. Okay. I obviously enjoyed Go Fest and the Go Wild and the Go Tour because all those Pokemon were dope. What was the other one I enjoyed? I really liked the Varsity Pikachu and the Float Psyduck.
Yeah,
I thought
dude, the shiny Float Psyduck,
beautiful, chef's kiss. Amazing. Eternatus, the whole finale wasn't bad, but then again, for folks that were going ham on it, I think a lot of them are probably realizing now, like, why did I do so many Gmax raids? Because a lot of people aren't trading those because everyone is inundated with the same amount of like so many.
That was one of those events that it's like you could see that you're prone to burnout.
Yes.
On that style of event.
Yes.
But
yeah, and I think that's a big thing is burnout. The one that I wish could have been better, or like just a missed opportunity from Niantic. There's a few of them, but they all, for the most part, took place in October. Or October's time frame was the Harvest Festival when they introduced Dipwin.
Yep.
Because again, Dipwin I think should have been introduced in 2026 because that's actually the next dragon to be considered for the community day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's one I think they could have just postponed. I like the idea. I liked getting all the app ones because you just needed so many already.
Yeah.
That would have been a great time to get like the Gigantamax.
Oh yeah, like the
Hydrapples,
the Flapple, and
Appleton.
Flapple,
and Appleton. It would have been amazing. The other one that I think was kind of a missed one was, let me see. I think with Halloween in general, it felt, I wish they could have lackluster. And usually that's like my favorite.
Yes.
Like I speak volumes of that all the time. Same with the Adventure Week with all the dinosaurs. But it seems like it's been pushed to do more of the activities, and just them being in the wild has really dropped.
Yeah,
which is sad.
I was gonna say the kind of overarching thing in terms of some of the events this year that I was a little disappointed in was a lot of them felt like rehashes of the events prior, like the previous years. Which on one hand, it sucks for us because we've taken part in each year since. On the other hand, some people didn't experience that the year prior because there's new players and everything like that. So like that's the balancing they're trying to get. The other part,
and we get that
is, and I was wondering if you had the stats on it, and this is kind of what you're getting at, but like when it came to new Pokemon being included or things like that, it's like you had to do something, hatch an egg or do a raid for the Pokemon. They weren't out in the wild, so it was harder to obtain more of them because so you had to interact more.
That was definitely like an increase this year in just general,
right? Because
they weren't just readily abundant. Like even the Roly-Colies right now, which was a very funny thing to drop on Christmas.
Yes.
Like we all got coal for Christmas instead of like, to me they missed the opportunity to have Gimme Ghouls back to get gold or coal or like some sort of coin. But that was funny. But yeah, there was a lot more. I felt like a lot of the new Pokemon, even the costume Pokemon, so like our costume Sudowoodo and all that, they're out in nature, but they're not as abundant. Like right now with the new year, I think between yesterday between over the last few days since it's been out, I've already got like 2 shiny Hoo-Hoots. Like almost me, like I woke up this morning at 3 something.
Yeah.
Shiny Hoo-Hoo outside.
Nice.
And I was like, what's happening? And then like the night before, same deal. And I was just like, I don't understand the shiny rates right now, but this is the shiny rates I want.
Correct.
Like it should be amped up like this all the time because I think it's just a lot better. And people who are playing casually or just like going out for your daily walks. I was going to say weekly walk. I'm like, you should be walking more. But I think just age 0 to 3 and shiny just to check. I've already gotten 4 shinies in the last like 4 days.
Incredible.
So I'm just like, okay. And who was one of them? I think my first Pikachu raid I got was a shiny one with the hat.
Nice.
And so I appreciated that because I was like, oh, I don't have to hunt these little dudes anymore. Awesome sauce. The ones I was hoping for more are going to be like the party hat starters. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander.
Yeah.
For folks that might have been coming back, like our buddy out in Texas, this is obviously a great time for him because you can stock up on those regular candies, XL candies. I like this kind of piece that we've had in December. And it seems like January is going to be a lot more filler events. And so I think it's nice, again, if you don't have that Pokemon, get it for the decks. And when I say for the decks, get your 1 or 2. Because a lot of them you don't really need to go all out for. They're not super crazy. Unless, again, you value that Pokemon. Then go crazy. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff, jumping back to 2025's events, when it came to raids, a lot of them were super raid focused. At least 50% of them were just like, you're going to be raiding a bunch. Right. Hatch focus was a quarter of them. And I know for folks with hatching, it's kind of it is really split because they always They always seem to still keep community Pokemon in a lot of these events, which I've always been an adamant disagreeer on. Just because, again, you're there for those specific events. More specifically for the global events, like the huge global events like Go Fest, Go Tour, and Go Wild. Because when you're hatching those eggs, I only want the Pokemon that are rare to be in those eggs.
Right.
And I really hope Scopely Niantic does away with keeping the Community Day Pokemon.
Ones? Yeah.
Well, more specifically Community Day Pokemon, because they've already had their day.
Correct.
And they have 2 days. They have their Community Day, and then they have the December makeup. So to me, I was like, they don't need any more. You could drop them in. To me, those should be kind of like more of your like everyday spawns. Throw those guys out there. That'd be fine.
Sure.
Except obviously when they have events, which is again almost 80 to 90% of our calendar is just flooded with events.
Right.
Again, for this one jumping in the 2026 now, what I'm more curious about is how they're going to do the community day. We already know Grookey's going to be January's, which is fantastic. Looking at my last year's prediction, I only got like less than like 5% right.
Okay.
Some I had like it was there, but just in the wrong place. So I'd guess Rookity to be one of the community days. I'd guess Quaxley to be one of them. J-Mo I had dead on, so I was happy about that.
For sure.
I had Solosis as one that I was expecting and got. So about like a quarter or a third of them I got right.
Pretty good.
So I was happy about that. I know for like this year, I'm kind of hoping for, again, still like Pidev, I think would be a good February one. Because, again, you have the genders, which is cool because there's different forms for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fitting for February being Valentine's Day and all. March, I would expect if we have Grookey, that it'd be Score Bunny.
Yeah.
So I would expect that one.
Did they keep the same pattern for the starters last year?
Last year,
or this is just like...
Well, last year they had Sprigatito, then they had Fuecoco, and then they had...
Quaxley?
Yeah, then they had Quaxley.
But they did that month.
But Quaxley did like a weird jump. So it had went... for last year, Sprigatito in January, then they had Carablast and Shelmet in February, Fuecoco in March, then they had Vanillite in April, Palmy in May, J-Mo-O in June, and then they had Quaxley.
Okay.
So it had like this weird jump, which they had never done before, but again, wasn't unwelcome. Change it up a little bit, it's always cool.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they were like... If it was every other month or if they had a gap in between. That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, before it was every other month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I kept my prediction kind of like with that. So March with Score Bunny. I really do want Rockruff in April. I think he'd be such a dope one to get. Even if he was February, it would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like thematically when Rockruff would work out. Because it's got the 3 different ones. On that point,
mm-hmm.
if and when they do Rockruff, I want to be able to get the one that can do the what's it called,
the Dusk and Dawns. And...
Yeah, the third one that you had to hatch a special Rockruff.
Yeah, they better. I just want it to be all just random. I don't want it to be, or if you do find like the Dusk one,
mm-hmm.
that it's a Dusk for everyone,
right.
Similar to like the Squirtle with the glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be kind of cool. I hope for Sobble in May, Applin in June, Roly-Coly in July, Darumaka. I would like to do the both forms things because I like having the dual days. September is kind of open. Like, you could put Roly-Coly there, switch between him and July.
Mm-hmm.
October, I really still want Gothica.
Okay.
I think would still be dope. Smalla for November, and then obviously December is your...
Smalla would be great.
Would be all hands on deck. And plus, I think it's just always fun to keep like a food theme for November.
Agreed. I think Applin would probably... I'd imagine Applin's like closer to August, September, just for like apple picking.
But it's still our Dragon Boy. He's the chosen one.
True.
So, and plus, that'd be a great time also if they paired it right to do the Gigantamax, Flapple, and Appleton. So we'll see. I really do hope Niantic doesn't drop the ball there. in terms of the G-Maxes, I got about, how many did I say? I was hoping for G-Max Machamp.
Okay.
Kingler, Score Bunny, Inteleon, Rillaboom. Who else did I have? Hatterene. I was hoping for the G-Max there. And for the Alcremie.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a good amount of them that actually did come true. But the ones that did actually show included also Snorlax, Garbodor. We obviously got Grimmsnarl, which is awesome. So for 2026, I'm really hoping for Pikachu again, for Meowth, for the big EVs. I would really like to get the Appletons and Flapples.
Mm-hmm.
Colossal, I think, would be dope because we've got Roly-Poly now.
Yeah.
And then Hatterene, I think, would be a good one for the Go Wild. So focus on that if they decided to keep Fairy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And then, again, I really want to get Alcremie.
Especially
if it was like a Fairy, like a desserts theme instead.
Yeah, I wonder, do you think they're going to do regional on that?
For the Alcremies?
Yeah, because there's 20 different variants of them, technically. Because it's the different sweets.
Do you think it could be like postcard based?
I was thinking kind of like the Vivians.
Ooh.
Or Vivillons.
That sounded fancy. Sorry.
They're fresh.
I think that'd actually be really dope because there's so many different types and flavors.
Give me a different reason to...
Yeah, make the postcards relevant again. Because I know some folks... I know that was one of those shinies that came out, was a shiny Scatterbug.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be great to have another reason to use postcards outside of just that. Because a lot of people forget about that. A lot of people forget to pin their postcards, and that's how you build up.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun too, because then you could play it as if you got the suite from a different country or different region or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want them to bring a new element of sweets into the game because I think that's just more stuff to clutter your item bag. Yeah, well, the apples even,
but well, because they've been increasing the postcard stores. They've been increasing.
They have, which should have been a default already.
Correct, but it's just like, hey, by the way, you want to level up. One of the things you get when you level up is all this other stuff. I think it's kind of interesting. So maybe that's a way that they'll look at it.
Which is fair. I know, I was looking at the year recap stuff. Someone had a really cool search thing that they did just to kind of showcase their time.
Yeah.
So, in terms of how did you do in 2025 for your perfects?
Probably not great.
So if you search year 2025, the cool and sign, and then 4 and the asterisk, that'll show you your number of perfects caught in 2025. How many are you at?
Well, you see, Jack, I didn't play that much this year.
It's okay. I know you became more of a casual.
I have 8 of them.
8? I have 62.
Correct. Including but not limited to Hisuian Lilligant.
Okay, all right.
Weavile.
What are your shout outs in that? Yeah.
I got a perfect Applin. I got a perfect Go-Goat.
A Go-Goat?
His name is The Goat.
Oh, beautiful.
Gastrodon, my Darkspun named Pumpernickel. Jingmo-O.
Okay.
And the Winter Sawsbuck.
All right. See, I got, for my honorable mentions, I got 3 Charcadets.
Okay.
That are perfect.
That's awesome.
That are perfect.
Do you get any shinies?
No, I haven't seen a shiny. But in terms of my shiny 4-star and that, I have to give a special shout out to all my Machamps. So I got 1 regular and I got 1 Gigantamax.
That's incredible.
As my perfect shinies. But for just the regular perfects caught from last year, my favorite mentions, the Charcadets, I got one of the Dodunzos. I called them Big Gulp. I got a perfect Zamazenta. I got the perfect, I forgot how to say its name, Quackleval?
Yeah.
From Homestino in a trade. I got a Corviknight, which I was really happy with. A Genesect I didn't even know I got until I checked it later. A Sigilyph from a hatch.
Ooh.
I got a Holy Groudon purified. Another Reggie Ice, because those boys love me.
Sure do.
Torkoal, and one of the little hat Pikachus I got perfect.
That's awesome.
So I was pretty happy with those.
I did get, because I had tags to my 0%, I did get a 0% Noctowl.
Hell yeah.
This year.
Yeah, that was what I was about to ask you next. And there is that bug right now where if you search and you go to see more, it doesn't let you go back, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
I hope that is one thing that they fix during this year, the year of 2026. For me, I got for my Nandos, I got a Grimer. That's when I got with Altera when we're at Wing Hut.
Yeah.
I got a Staryu. I got a what's his name? Phantump.
Okay.
And then I got a Drapey. And the Drapey was from the Go Wild.
That's awesome.
I was like, yes. So yeah, that was one I was super happy with. What was the other one that they had done? Oh, I think it was just was it like legendaries? I'm sure it's gonna be an absorbent amount regardless. Oh well, since I like all my Dynamaxes, how many did I have this year? I caught Jesus. Dynamax and Gigantamax is 586.
Oh.
So it's been a busy year of doing those. In terms of legendaries and year 2025, 417. So
okay. I'm literally
I rated a good amount.
I'm literally at about 10 to 15% of your number.
I should look up hatches. Just
so
of hatches I still have. Because obviously I've shredded, I'm sure, quite a few. And I've hatched 214.
Okay, not as bad. I'm at like 80 something.
Hey, that's solid.
I do shred a lot.
Yeah, I go through and shred all the time. Luckies I got this year.
Ooh.
Woo. Guess.
Shit, you trade a lot.
I trade a bunch.
I'm gonna guess solid 400.
Very close. 440.
Okay, I just took whatever I did and multiplied it.
Multiply a factor of 5 and do this.
Because I'm at about 40.
Carry the decimal point.
I'm at about 40, so I was like, if I multiply it by 10.
Add a 0 to whatever I got. That's probably where Jack is.
So, that's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing that we haven't talked about that did come out this year, unless you had more.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Towards the end of the year, they announced global trading, technically.
Yes, the remote trades. Ooh.
Remote trading, which is one of the things we've been clamoring for.
We've wanted for years.
Friends Forever, right? Is that what it's called?
Forever
Friends.
I think that's better.
No.
Yeah, I like Friends Forever.
What is it called?
Forever Friends.
Is Forever Friends?
Yeah.
It's funny. Not unrelated. End of last year brought the end to Stranger Things, finally.
Yes.
After 10 years. It's a whole lot of 10 years. Harambe, splitting the timeline.
Yeah, it's like why we're on this dark one.
Pokemon Go came out 10 years ago.
Yes, sir.
We can get into all that soon. But with Stranger Things in Magic the Gathering, they added Stranger Things cards. Oh. And one of the special mechanics there is you can pair two characters together to be like your commander or for a commander deck or something.
Okay.
That. And that's usually a special keyword. It's called partner in other things. But for Stranger Things specifically, that mechanic is called Friends Forever. So you can have any two together as long as it says Friends Forever. So that's what I was thinking with remote trading.
Accurate.
They should scratch off L's because she's gone.
Don't say that. People who haven't watched, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Spoilers.
But no, the allegedly. The remote trading thing. So it's kind of fun. Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it yet because
I don't think anyone has been able to
built up my forever friend with somebody yet.
Yeah.
But at least they found a way to make it happen. That doesn't necessarily cost money.
Right. I think my fear with it, because I haven't fully read all the stuff, all the mechanics, because it takes 90 days to get to that status, correct?
I believe so, and then you have to like you pick a certain number, like these are the ones I'm willing to trade and these are the ones that I want, and then from you pick 3 of them with your trade partner to be like, I want to pick from these 3, and they'll pick 3 from you, and then you pick out of those 3, and then you accept, if you finally accept the trade, it'll happen. So there's a lot of steps and potential blocks or whatever, especially since you can't communicate with these people, but that's like the way around it, I guess.
And see, that's where my Christmas or my 2026 wish of Scopely / Niantic is just adopt the same format from like home,
like GTS.
Yeah, where you can just like put like to let you search like specifics. So if you have that, like you can search an inventory and just be like, I would like that. Like they could put like trade it like forever, like they can make a new search forever friend, and then you could tag that. So anything that your friend has of a forever friend, you could just tag, just to keep it easier. So that way they can tag stuff that they're willing to trade, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I think that'd make it easier.
That would make it easier. I want to make it more complicated. Because people...
That's fair. It makes jobs.
People in Go... only in this one mechanic. People in Go care about trade value sometimes. Like, oh, this is a lucky with a card, a location card or whatever. That's worth blah. I don't care about that stuff, but sometimes people do. I want it to be the rarest. Like, I like that we have like Shadow 0%.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Ooh,
I'm never going to... Obviously, you can't trade it, but I'm never going to trade it even if I could.
Yeah.
But, so we weigh things a little bit differently. But it'd be kind of nice if you're just like, hey, I see that you have this Pokemon that I've been really looking forward to, or looking for, like maybe it's a super regional exclusive.
All you have to say is like a shiny dinosaur. And I'm like,
shiny dinosaur. And it's just like... Okay, but what I'm offering you isn't great, but what if I offered you 2 Pokemon or 3 Pokemon? Like you could do 3 for 1 trade or something like that.
I think they should be able to do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like, I want to make it a little more complicated.
Make it spicy.
Like, hey, to entice you to let go of that thingy that's on your, this is my box. Because I think you have to put Pokemon or tag them in a way to be like, these are tradable.
It is a specific
tag. Then there's a specific tag. So whatever you tag.
See, they already have the technology.
So then I think that's what you have to do. But yeah, it was like, hey, shiny dino, here's 3 like shinies that I have 20 of each. Do you think that's equitable?
Yeah.
Anyway, so but it's one of those things that the haters are always like, they'll never do remote trading. They'll never figure it. It'll take a while.
It'll take a while.
And part of that is probably on purpose, to make sure you're engaged and to make sure you're there. But the fact that it's in the game was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Like I think some folks are saying like there's even a new character that's gonna help facilitate that, kind of similar to like how when we had the Ultra Beast, there was like that new person.
Yeah, Rai or whatever.
Yeah. So I think there's supposed to be some new character element that's going to be there, which is great. Like, I think it would help to explain things. I think with this game, just after having that talk with that couple for the 2 hours, there's so much in this game, it's easy to get sidetracked.
For sure.
And I think, again, partnering with the element of FOMO, which, again, I think Aurora Masters for the Campfire and then for the Aurora Pokemon Masters Unlimited for the Discord have been really adamant about is like not feeding into that. Like, do what is reasonable for you.
Correct.
The Campfire is purely like raiding and like some social events. The Discord is the Pokemon and community side. So that's a whole separate thing from each. But definitely the members of it are definitely more like your seasoned folks that are like, yeah, I don't want to go out and spend a bunch of money. Do what's in reason, especially this year. Like, that's one of my goals is like I'm adamantly watching my spending with Pokemon. So like right now, my mental thing is use only your free incubator from now until the next Go Wild event. Because basically,
yeah, that's how I play.
My goal is like I only want to spend money roughly 3 times.
Okay.
Go tour, go fest, go wild. That's pretty much the only times I want to spend money. So if I'll be trying to gym more, but obviously passively, because there are a lot of people that still don't have gym etiquette, and I can't help train people that aren't home trained, I'll call it, or have like basic human courtesy, because they exist in this game. But folks that don't let you get your 50 coins of the day, Again, I think your energy is going to be matched by your energy. For me, I don't entertain that energy anymore. If I see you and you're playing that way, I'll let you rot.
Right.
And I think that's what it should be, like, let people who are rude rot.
Fair.
Because they already have poor behavior, poor styles. Let them sit in that. You go do other stuff. Let them sit, hold that gym forever. You could watch that Pokemon just rot and just sit there and watch it.
It'd be funny if you just like it gets stinky because it can't.
Right? It's like, take care of me. It's neglected. That Pokemon was neglected. But that's pretty much my style now, is just like, if I see you being a territorial person, all right, claim it. There's plenty of other gyms out there that I'll just go hang out with people that are more respectable.
Do you think they should, I know this would be controversial. Do you think, speaking of gym etiquette and holding gyms?
Yeah.
Do you think they should enact something like they do with the D-Max stops?
What do you mean?
The Pokemon automatically returns to you after 5 days or something like that?
Yeah.
Just be like on a gym, like, hey, you can't hold this any longer with this Pokemon.
I think so, because there's no benefit.
Just like your 400 days in Sedalia or whatever.
Right, dude, that was, oh my God. That was so many years ago. Yeah, that poor Pokemon was just there. I was like, come home.
Jack, please.
Yeah.
Save me. I just want to be back in my Pokeball.
Yeah, like, I do agree. I think a 5-day cap would be great, because then I think it'd be just... Interesting. Because then you'd see gyms that are open, and you'd be like, oh, I could just go drop in.
Like, why is that
but
great?
It would help. That'd be a great help, again, for the rural communities. Folks that are playing legit, that, like, say they're the only soul there, but they really love this game, then they're holding their gym forever. But if every 5 days I could get it, or maybe every 4, that'd be nice, because at least a couple of times I'll get that back.
And it just comes clear again, coins. So you can. I think that'd be kind of fun.
And it also just helps for newer folks that might not understand what gyms are. And because I remember that was something I was telling them. I was like, don't put your best Pokemon in here, for the love
you don't have to.
of Arceus. Don't do it. Like, I encourage them, because how I used to do it with people that had proper gym etiquette was, if I knew someone had gym etiquette in the area and we had that understanding, I put a 10 CP Pokemon in there.
Right.
So when it was their time to knock me out,
blam.
Bam. There was no, like, I have to fight you for 20 minutes because you have higher CP Pokemon. Everything was 10 CP.
Yeah, if I have to keep seeing more Slacking and Chanseys and Blissies, I might...
And I'll do that just to be petty. Like, if someone's being silly.
Shotgun,
yeah, but that's where, for folks that are there for the name of the game of everyone's collecting coin, there's an equal balance.
Yeah. I
respect you, and I will put in something easy so you can just take that out.
For sure.
But folks that are being rude and whatever, or just can't, because I was watching someone today, they were at the Sky Tree. They're like, I put my Pokemon in and, like, they knocked it out in only 40 seconds. I was like, yeah, you're in Japan, homie.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the
You're in a dense ass area. People there there's no shame there. People are just doing them. That's why, like, I didn't understand when we were at the Go Wild and all that stuff, and people are trying to take the gyms. Stupid. What a waste of energy to me.
For real, though.
Like, you're trying to just, is it your team pride that guides you? Because, again, there's Pokemon around you that are shiny. There's raids that are happening that you should be focused on, but instead you have to have team pride right now. Silly. That's what
thousands of other.
That's what I consider, like,
teams,
that is like an indicator to me of basic play. Because anyone else who's, like, playing the game, like, they're not even concerned about gyms. I think that's why, like, when we went to Go Fest and folks were like, yeah, we got to do this, and that's where, again, I feel like the game has added the social aspect, but not the best aspect of the social.
Agreed.
Like, yes, community is awesome. Having a camaraderie with people, that should be ideal. Awesome sauce. But when it becomes like the clout chasing, when it becomes about certain only freebies, and that's the only thing that gets me in, like, logic and reason leave my mind.
Yeah.
Because I heard free and I must go to it. You're drifting away from what the game is.
Correct.
Like, I think if there are certain freebies, that's great. Cool. Freebies should be for everyone. There shouldn't just be a limited supply, because then what's the point? It should be everyone should be able to get a check. And that's where, again, groups like Sylph Road had that down. Like, you had the check card, you had, like, your prestige things.
The trainer cards are so cool, dude.
Those trainer cards were amazing, and that's why I'm sad that they just didn't team up with them, and Niantic instead just, like, watch them die. But They made that choice. Could they have partnered and made it so much more? Yeah. And I think that's what's kind of, it's one of those things, like, I think back to like my college days when I had certain programs that existed, or like the bars that existed when I went downtown that no longer exist.
Yeah.
People will never know what they missed, but I do because I existed.
Correct.
And I'm like, dang, you guys miss all this dopeness. You miss this. And they're like, that existed? I'm like, yes, baby. Like,
what Rhino used to be.
It was, yes. Like the golden era. Like, it's very similar. Like, I think about the kids that talk about like millennials and like, what were clubs back then? And I'm like, there were dance battles. Like, there were this. Like, there was. I was like, I was in many of them.
Correct.
Fighting for my life and destroying kids' hopes and dreams. But that was part of my era of stuff. And again, if you want it to be better, make it better. If you want things to be fun, you gotta make it fun. You can't expect someone else to do it. But it also, again, understand like it's always going to take effort and energy. But I think it's worth it for some of them. That's where, again, like I remember like when the communities first started with Pikachu, and I was like, that looks stupid. But then people were like, oh, there were shinies, there was this, and I had gotten like a handful because I just opened up my phone and played. But then the next time I was like, okay, like this is like a serious thing. This wasn't. Was it Dratini? It was something.
Bulbasaur or Dratini?
I think it was Bulbasaur.
One of the starters.
But I remember I was like, okay, because Bulbasaur is my guy, and I hadn't seen a Bulbasaur in the wild, so I was like, oh my god, I can actually get my candy. I could do this.
Yeah, that
became my focus.
That's crazy.
And for anyone who's starting in 2026, I think this is just like any time is a good time to start if you wanted to. Figure out your wants. Figure out if you want this to be a money sink or if you don't.
Yeah.
For some, I'm like, yeah, this is like my social funds and my fitness because I'm getting out to walk. I'm socializing with people. Like this is also like my charity stuff where it's like I help the community and we do that kind of stuff. And that's what our group has been most notorious for is that. So I think that's great. If you like to do community service or whatever and you like to support local ventures, Pokemon can be an outlet for that, but not every group is that way.
Yeah, that's true. Some
folks are definitely like there was groups back in the day, like the original Legendary group that were all about like your stats. Mm-hmm. And I remember them because they were like, you had to have a certain catch percentage. You had to have a certain walking. What else was there? Because I think Dan was part of the Legendary group. The original OG Legendary group. And you had to meet certain stats and it was like in Google Sheets and you had to send in your stats and then others like reviewed it in order for you to be legit. You couldn't spoof. You couldn't.
I was going to say, was that the same group that was like they had to check where all your Pokemon were from?
Yes, they checked your actual locations.
They're just like...
That was the original Legendary group. That's why like when I hear others, I was like, that's cool. But like there was an OG Legendary and that was them. Like, and they were like the purest, hardcore, the purest of the pure.
Gatekeeping the shit out of everybody.
Yes, they would not, you were not, that was not an open group. You had to apply and you were incredibly scrutinized.
Yeah.
And again, but that's a Legendary group I knew that I grew up with. That's why I was like, oh, them, because it was almost like a myth. Right. Like, but I knew people that were in that group, and I was like, oh, okay, bet, but that's how they wanted to play. There was many others, like, because there was also folks that did spoof pretty regularly, and I was like, okay. Like, and some of them helped me get some of my Pokemon that I cherish, because again, I was like, I'm not gonna do that, and then that's when someone's like, I got that Tropius though, and I was like, oh my god, what do you want?
Like, you ever been to in New York, like Canal Street or anything like that, where they have all the knockoffs, like in trash bags and stuff? You're just walking down that alley, and you're like, "Do you want some Gucci? You want some Louis Vuitton?
I'm like,
$20 or whatever."
Oh my god,
like, of course.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't care.
Yeah, and that's where again, that's
what
where
it felt like.
Like that era that we called moral flexibility.
Yeah, that
came up, and I thought that was an interesting conversation to have with folks like Teresa and other folks of like what's legit, what's not.
Right.
Because like, at the end of the day, we're all just playing a game. But that was an interesting time, and then you have now where there's like Niantic is pushing campfire and everything, which is fine. But there's plenty of other people that still just play to play.
Yeah.
Folks that don't know where communities are, but again, I don't know how often they look. Because again, social media still exists. And we'll see as social media evolves and changes. Like, I think TikTok's supposed to die again for the third time.
Oh my gosh.
In like January 20th or something like that. I think they're getting they had the acquisition for it, so now it's going to be mostly America owned by like Oracle and a few other companies, whatever that the case may be.
Sure.
You may drift off of that social media to Blue Sky or to whatever the case may be. Do whatever's clever, but in terms of your research, again, the Discord has always been like nice. Yeah. And again, you're always welcome to join the Aurora Pokemon Masters Unlimited Discord. It's been around when it was originally Aurora Masters and went through the whole name change thing, just to have a better separation, become a more Pokemon and community Discord. We're going to be beefing that boy up too, which I'm excited about. I want to start our plant section because you know me, I'm a big plant guy.
They never called me.
Who never called you?
You're like,
bom, bom.
Gosh, when Carla and I got married, and then we moved in together, and then we had we had a couple of plants. Like I had a money tree, and she had it's called a goldfish plant. Really cute.
Interesting.
And then we went to Japan, and they died.
Everything died.
So then, flash forward, last year we got a plant. It's a Pothos Bonjura. And wonderful vining plant. It's really cute. Her name is Jenny, after the je ne sais quoi.
All right, fancy.
So anyway, we went back to the plant store because her roots are coming down and stuff like that. And they were like, "Hey, should we repot her?" And they're like, "Don't repot her unless you absolutely have to. Like if the whole thing is all root ball."
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Okay, fine." And then it's a plant store, so you're just like looking around. And you're just like, I want plants, so I picked one, and unfortunately it was infested.
Oh no!
With something.
Did you get your neem oil and all that stuff?
So they were like, we're not going to sell you this one.
Oh,
we're going to take it back. They're going to go take care of it, and then they're going to order me a different one.
Okay.
So they ordered me, or they're trying to order me a different one, and they were supposed to call me, and you just reminded me.
Boom! See if it's meant to be.
But today's New Year, so they maybe they call me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
keep on them.
I will. Yeah. But anyway, no, it's like the plant one will be fun because we're trying to learn how to take care of plants. We want more plants.
Oh yeah,
in general. So
it's definitely nice, and psychologically, it's better for you to have like other things growing. It showcases that you could keep things that are just there alive. Gives you responsibility.
Yeah, plants in Colorado is an interesting.
It's a tricky thing.
Yeah, this is an interesting challenge.
Yeah, especially like there's a big difference between maintaining indoor plants and outdoor plants. Mm-hmm. I'm very grateful to have like a yard and a like home, like a spacious house, to where I can have my abundance of plants. But I was even telling my coworkers, like when my plants would reach the ceiling, they're like, "No way!" I was like, "Yeah, like we had." And they're like the dummy cane, but they're the ones that can, like, if your pets eat it, they will die.
Right, yeah.
That's another thing they kind of be aware of. But yeah, like, I want to do, like, the plant thing. I wanted to try to get more Pokestops in the area. So, like, we did the Nominoms event a couple months back, and we'll try to do some more just to help people understand, like, Wayfair and doing Pokemon Stop nominations.
Yeah.
If you could, like, my public announcement to everyone is if you can like Pokestops, that could also potentially help with like gyms. Like a Pokestop, go in, if you're at above level 35, click the photograph. It lets you see, and there's like a little thumbs up in the bottom right corner. If you click that and it turns white, it fills in. That's how you drop a like of a photograph. Try to do that for more of the stops around you. Maybe some of them might step up into gyms.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. I've seen it happen a few times. Again, that's my bro science for it. I know the Niantic has the control of it. I don't know what's in their mind for how they pick it or their system picks it, but I've seen that has helped. Okay. So definitely want to try to get more gyms out there, especially, again, help with the etiquette. If there's only one gym and everyone is just being horrible at it, like a second gym will help balance it out and so forth. What are you looking forward to in 2026?
In general or Pokemon Go, Wes?
You could do one in general and one for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, I would really like to do Go Fest Chicago.
Okay.
I wanted to quick shouts to our buddy Corey. I don't know if you talked to him or if we can convince him to also go to GoFest Chicago.
I've been trying.
Because it'd be nice to link up with him. He's been fucking killing it since coming back.
He's a monster.
He's like 77 or 78
He's
right
77.
Now. And I'm just like...
How dare you?
What the hell, dude?
a 5-year hiatus.
This little sabbatical from Pokemon.
Yeah, and then like came back.
Launched up there. I was like, this guy's going nuts.
Yeah. I've even seen a few 80s here.
I have not yet.
I've seen 2.
Corey 77 is the highest I've seen, so
yeah,
interesting. But anyway, I was going to shout to him. It'd be really fun to see him and anybody else that wants to go on that trip. I do like traveling, so that'd be cool.
Even if it's just to meet us there and get food.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Like I said, Pokemon Go Fest, because we talked about it last. I wanted to go last year, like an in-person event.
Yeah,
that didn't happen because like I thought Go Tour might have had a couple of venues and it was only Yokohama, and I couldn't do that. So,
which is fair.
So I think that's probably one thing I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm curious to see what they do add to the game. I'm looking forward to the Legends ZA Megas being added.
They're going to be fun.
Again, this is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon overall this year, so there's going to be huge Pokemon announcements. Pokemon Day, which is at the end of February, it's the 27th. Look out for that. I assume they're going to be announcing stuff for Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah,
stuff for Pokemon in general.
People are like, we want Armor Mewtwo and Mewtwo X and Y, and I'm like, we'll see.
The Gen 10 Pokemon games, I'm assuming they're going to announce, and go from there. So I think at Pokemon Go, I'm excited for the Legends ZA Megas, just because I love them. And then just in general, there's a lot of stuff going on. My plan is to get licensed this year in architecture.
You're gonna do all those tests.
I'm gonna do all 6. I'm gonna try to do one each month. So
God,
a lot of studying, but that's okay. That's my huge goal.
Solid goal.
And then those are probably the 2 biggest ones I'd say.
Hell yeah!
Ultimately,
So the megas for the game,
for Pogo, megas and Go Fest
and
for Pogo, and then tests. Finally getting my license. I've been practicing architecture for about 10 years total now.
Hell yeah!
So it's been a lot, but I'm excited to be able to say officially architect. Can't legally say that until I get my license.
Allegedly.
So I'm usually, I practice architecture, or I'm an architecture or design professional.
And they said that same thing for engineering too, though. You can't call yours like
you're
when you graduate.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't claim engineer until you have like your stamp and everything. I actually still need to buy my stamp, but I have a digital one, which I'm happy about.
Fair enough.
But no, like for me, life wise, is I want to. In a smaller, like in a micro scale, I've been trying to help with work and a lot of other things of just getting better organized.
Okay.
I'm more organized than your average bear in terms of like your stuff, like life stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I need to like condense and get ready. So that's one of my objectives this year is that for the funsy stuff, fun and whimsy, is I want to do more social events, so more concerts, more raves. I'm going to NDK again this year, which is going to be awesome. Going to the Go Fest, I'm excited about for that, and just seeing different things. Hopefully, I'm able to go to New Mexico, maybe even Texas. We'll see what's up for that if folks are able to. I don't know about Alabama. That's been kind of like, I don't know if you've heard of any from our buddy there, if they're like...
I have an update for you.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. But we'll talk about that later. But see what's happening there. But I also want to do like another big birthday party thing. We're talking about some creative things to make for that, to make that fun.
That'd be great.
Work-wise, we're doing the same thing. Like my job really likes when we have our social events. Mm-hmm. We did a gingerbread house competition there, which is pretty good. We got fucking destroyed. I'm not used to being destroyed creatively.
Okay.
And it was awesome. Like the girls, like that, the team that beat us, like mixed, but majority women, their gingerbread house, parsley, and other things. Like they were able to bring other ingredients, which is interesting because there was stuff I didn't even think, like I thought about it, but they actually did it. And I was like, that was badass. Like they did like a tree house and they had like the facades. They had like little gingerbread men with like lightsabers. Like it was like the whole nine. And I was like,
are they designers?
They're designers.
Okay.
So it made sense. But at the same time, I was like, how dare you?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how we do, like, because ours, like in our studio or our firm, we're split in studios. So like I'm in the aviation studio.
Oh.
We have an interiors design group. We have commercial, which they handle a bunch of stuff. We have like S&T. We have a transit oriented, so they do like bus stations and things like that.
Okay.
So it's like I'd be curious to see how they all handle a gingerbread design competition.
Do it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those types of social events are great. We recently we went to the silly How the Grinch Stole Christmas ice sculpture exhibit at the Gaylord.
How was that?
Cold.
Sounds about right.
I was like, I knew it would be cold. It's still colder than I thought it would be.
Well, yeah, all that ice. You just
did that. That's fun. We love those types of events. So that was pretty. They had like an ice slide halfway through. You go down that thing, kind of like the giant slide at the flea market. Just made out of ice.
Oh God!
Not that tall.
Okay,
maybe about half the height though. It was pretty. It's tall enough.
That's terrifying.
Down, and it's all ice.
Okay.
They used 2 million pounds of ice or something like that.
Jesus.
So it was kind of fun, but yeah, no, it's like love doing social events like that. So and you're really good at helping organize that kind of stuff. Get that going.
Well, and I felt bad because even like my boss, she's the one that took over doing most of the holiday one, like our Christmas one, New Year one. And people kept asking me, like, Jack, what do we need? I'm like, I'm not organizing this. I am like, I was even like, I'd go and I'm sure she got annoyed by it, but I was like, you need to tell these people when things are happening because they keep asking me and I don't know. I'm trying my best not to like take your thunder, but like I keep getting asked a lot.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, we're working on it. I was like, all right, cool. And because I keep deferring, I'm like, I don't want to take this from you because I'm usually, me and my other coworker, Gio, are seen as like the main heads of that kind of stuff. The social chairs, I'll call us. But then jumping to Pokemon Go, what I'm looking forward to or hoping, again, I want the remote trades to be, I'm curious to see how they get unlocked. One thing I'm still always hoping for, again, is Mimikyu. I want Mimikyu. Bring Mimikyu. There's no reason. There's no rhyme, no reason.
I want to see.
Bring him out.
And a step further, I want to see Mimikyu with different costumes.
Yes. Again, mimic us. Mimic us.
Exactly,
Free, take that. I'm not trademarking it. Take it, run with it. I want it to be, or my vision is that it mimics your whole team lineup and can rotate out of it.
I still can't get over the fucking...
Do it.
When they released the Pikachu with the Mimikyu
What a slap in the fucking face. That was so rude.
Up,
yeah, like again, that will get me worked up. Any Mimikyu, be better. So, no, that's my hope is Mimikyu as like the grandest of hopes.
Okay.
But I am looking forward to, again, going to Chicago and doing that kind of stuff. I am looking forward to what we mentioned about the museum. And again, do your research. I'm not going to speak about it further.
I just want to go see paintings.
I want to go see things.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. Because again, like when we ended 2025, it was surprising. I wasn't excited about Pokemon stuff. I was more excited about Heated Rivalry. Those that know.
You want to go to a hockey game in April?
I would. Okay. I'm not opposed to going to sporting events. As long because again it's the atmosphere. It's being there has a different effect.
Interesting. Okay.
But if you're telling me to watch it, I couldn't tell you what's happening. I know they got sticks. I know people get checked.
You didn't learn in Heated Rivalry? Isn't that about hockey?
Yeah, the things I learned. I'm not gonna go into that. But
9 inches, dude.
9.
Anyway,
impressive. Anyway. And again, love Shane and Ilya. Good job, boys. Killed it. They did really great for just 6 episodes. Like I was more emotionally invested in them than Stranger Things.
I could see that.
And a whole decade took place over that time. Another 10-year thing.
Correct.
In 6 episodes. Good job, Jacob Tierney. You did amazing. And again, if you haven't seen some of the work she's in, he's also like in Letterkenny.
Yep.
Amazing show. Quite the difference in Shorzy. Yeah. Yep. Like folks, if you just, they're a different kind of humor, but still hilarious. If you like sarcastic remarks and just like quick banter, they're top tier. But yeah, in terms of like, again, I want Mimikyu. I've wanted him for years. If they don't bring him out this year and they miss next year, I don't know what's gonna happen.
They're gonna wait for Go Tour Alola, dude.
If that's the case, or again,
that's the last
that
stop.
shit. If that was the focus,
potential.
if they're like Mimikyu is the one, then I'd be like, hallelujah, thank you. Like it's about like time.
The last potential one they could do, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, like there's no reason for this holdout. Especially when you bring costume Pikachu wearing Mimikyu skin. Rude. That Mimikyu's just out there naked and afraid, wanting love. And you took his skin to wear as a costume. Man. How dare you?
It's a good time.
So rude.
It's cute.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the shiny Hawlucha.
Oh yeah.
I saw him and I like almost lost it because I was like,
Mega Hawlucha?
Well, Mega Hawlucha would be amazing if they've dropped
Shiny
him.
Hawlucha is sick.
Shiny Hawlucha is just gorgeous.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking forward to, trying to get as many of them as I can because he's just fucking dope. I do want Niantic, if anything, a high wish that, again, I want them to do more international events, but make them global.
Oh, okay.
So like when they do like the Light Festival thing in India, make that global. Teach us stuff. The rest of our teach us here in America. We need a lot of education here. They keep taking away books and banning words like woman or diversity or just basic things that like that just like logic. So educate us. I would love that. Like you could even like.
That'd be great.
Oh, I like the crossover event they did with the Pokemon, the Niantic one, or the Netflix show.
Concierge?
Yes, thank you. Where they had the crossover. That's where we got our Psyduck and everything. Like, I would love more of that, but just with, again, the world events.
Yeah.
Like Day of the Dead, again, Alolan Marowak should be part of that.
Agreed.
I don't know why you guys haven't brought them in. But they're gorgeous. They'd be beautiful. If you did an alternate color for it, would be amazing too. That's another thing I want, tall order, but still one I'll keep putting there.
Yeah,
is them doing alternate color schemes.
Very I think would be great to see how this year shapes out. Only because, like, again, it's 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
it's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon in general. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I assume, maybe assume's not what I should be doing, but I'm hoping
say wishful thinking.
I was gonna say I'm hoping that they got good collaborations throughout the year for various things.
Yeah,
because I'm guessing Pokemon's probably going to do a lot of things this year. They got a bunch of side games. They got champions. They got whatever Gen 10 is called. Allegedly Winds and Waves. Allegedly. And then they got right now still Legends ZA, which has been really popular. New DLC for that. I don't know if they're going to announce another one. That'd be kind of fun. And then, ultimately, this should be an exciting year for just in general, but also Pokemon Go and Pokemon.
And again, I'm also excited to save my money.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Because again, you're not going to get all my monies, Niantic, not this time. Again, for those 3 major events, like I mentioned, yes, you will get some change.
Get some cash.
But also, so will Chicago. They'll get a lot of my money in terms of food,
okay,
in terms of the museum and the gift shop there. Anything pizza related or cheesecake related, you got me. I'm like hook, line, and sinker, always. And again, another tall order, if they can, is if they do armored Mewtwo, make it OG armored, not this. Death Spike one that came out in 2020. I don't
not the
get
talking
it.
Pikachu Pokemon the first movie
that scared me when it spoke. I gasped. I don't gasp often.
Ash, please wake up.
No, you got me effed up.
Oh no.
But yeah, because they had Armor Mewtwo for like 2 years.
My ass cheeks is so loud.
Stop.
Yeah, no, I would. I mean, OG Armor Mewtwo.
OG Armor, beautiful.
Pokemon the first movie.
Chef's kiss. Mm-hmm.
All right, you got anything else for the people?
Be safe out there. Obviously, the weather is weird, so just be mindful. We have we had a sprinkling of snow in Aurora.
A snow and a half.
A snow and a half. That's a good way to put it. A snow and a half. check your vehicles, especially.
Yeah.
I think right now is prime time. Check your heaters. You don't want systems failing on you right now. Obviously, do that more in the summer, but if you haven't yet, change your filters, do that kind of stuff. There's still a lot of responsibility things that don't let slip because you're enjoying Pokemon.
Yeah.
If you have things like that, again, I would say I'd highly recommend just doing stuff for the decks. Don't do every raid hour. They're not worth it. Like, again, as someone who's been playing from day one,
do some free raids maybe, but that's better.
Do some free raids. Use your daily pass. Use your normal regular incubator. But there's a lot of opportunity, like a lot of frequency of events, as you've heard. We've had 61 events just last year. It shot up 20.
Yeah, it's going to hit 69 this year probably, and then
or maybe 6-7 as the kids do. Gosh. But either way,
pass the shotgun, please.
Either way, events are always going to be there. As you heard from just the stats alone, shinies will be there. Like, stuff will be pretty frequent. Yeah. So don't freak out over things.
It took a few years, but we got Keldeo finally. After the one missed opportunity.
I actually didn't buy the pass to get his other form.
Oh yeah.
So that's a research that's just stuck. So I'll just wait for it to come out again. Until it's free. Like, that's one of my hardcore protests, and I don't know why I had to be against a unicorn.
Eventually it came back. So ultimately, choose your battles. If it's your favorite Pokemon and that's what you want, go for it. Do your thing. Ham. Every Pokemon someone's favorite. We saw a blue truck earlier today. I had the license plate Spheal. So it was pretty funny.
Dope.
And yeah, like you said, be safe out there. Be cognizant of your surroundings at all times. Pokemon Go or otherwise, doesn't matter. Just be safe. And have a great year. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.